Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car, and little children laugh at him behind his back, and the banker never wears a Mac in the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies I sit, and meanwhile back Penny Lane there is a fireman with an hourglass, and in his pocket is a portrait of the Queen. He likes to keep his fire engine clean. It's a clean machine. Woo. 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 Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. For a fish and finger pies in summer. Meanwhile, back behind the shelter in the middle of the roundabout, the pretty nurse is selling poppies from a tray, and though she feels as if she's in a play, she is anyway. In Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer. We see the banker sitting waiting for a trim, and then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies I sit, and meanwhile back Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, oh Penny Lane. Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Oh, we've already got so many good requests flowing in here. For those of you who haven't done it already, please chime in and say hello and let me know where you're watching from. That's always a great source of joy for me. Daniel joining us from the Netherlands. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Pulling a late nighter with us. Hey, Vinny, coming in from New York. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Diego coming here from Spain. You're the man. Buenos noches. Buenos noches, amigo. Ruth Ann joining us from Washington, D.C. Nice. Oh, I feel the love, guys. I feel the love. Coming here in Cleveland, Australia. Graham, I think I'm saying that right. Joining us from Australia. So you're pulling an early morning. Callum joining us from Derry, Ireland, as usual, my friend. Good to have you. Daniel Holler from Santa Maria. Oh, we've got so many good things. Russ is coming at us from Scotland, New Jersey. Kevin Lawrence. down there in the war-tattered South Florida. Good to have you with us. It's a good reminder right now that my friend Kevin Lawrence and I will be going live together in a virtual face-to-face. August 13th, we'll be putting up we'll be dropping the scheduled broadcast time and date pretty soon on both Facebook and YouTube. We'll hit both of our accounts if we can, so we're really looking forward to that. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, I thought that I did a little test before the show, Kevin, and I thought the reverb sounded a little better like this too. That the limiter's nice. It was flattening everything out, but it was also kind of robbing me of some of the life, you know. So, okay. Well, Noah, I tell you what, you better not show up late again, young man. Thanks for being with us, buddy. It's good to have you. Okay, well, you guys are overwhelming me with great requests, so I'm going to move on to something that I knew I wanted to play, and then we'll dig in and start playing some of the stuff you're asking for. So that first song that I played is called Penny Lane by the Beatles, which I'm sure a lot of you knew. That was recorded in the sessions that eventually led to the record, to the album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Two songs were not included on the album and put out as singles. One was called Penny Lane by Paul McCartney. The other was called Strawberry Fields by John Lennon. Pretty good single there to have on the A and the B side. And those sessions were inspired by a record that Paul McCartney heard by the Beach Boys, and that album was called Pet Sounds. And on Pet Sounds there are many amazing songs. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. By the way, it's one of Paul McCartney's favorite albums of all time. And my very favorite song on that record is what I think is maybe the best piece of work from Brian Wilson's entire career as a writer and producer. And I just want to tell you a quick story. I saw the Beach Boys in 1997. I was there to see a Chicago concert, but it turns out the Beach Boys were the sort of the double bill. They were the opening act, if you will. And it was the last year that the bulk of the original core of the Beach Boys were together. Carl Wilson, Brian's brother, had cancer, and he died in October of 1997. But he was still touring. The man had lung cancer. He was still touring with these guys in August of that year, and he died in October. And he finished the summer tour with those guys. And he was so weak, and he was really bloated. He wasn't skinny. He was much, much more bloated because they had him on all kinds of steroids and stuff. But he was so weak that he had to sit on a stool almost the entire show. He was able to stand up for like 2 songs. He spent the rest of it sitting on a stool. He still played the guitar absolutely brilliantly, and he still had an absolutely heavenly, angelic voice, just like he always had all the way through his career. And he had to take oxygen after every song. He literally had to put an oxygen mask on himself, and while Mike Love would introduce the next song, he would be breathing in just to get a few extra breaths. It was it was one of the most incredible performances I've ever seen by anybody, just seen in the kind of physical shape he was in. And for me, the highlight of the night was this, which I think was his signature song as a vocalist and his brother's signature song as a writer. And it goes like this.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
ever leave me, the light would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. Would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me, so what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. And God only knows what I'd be without you. 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 God only knows what I'd be without. All right, thank you. Yes, indeed, Bill. Paul did say this was the greatest song he'd ever heard. He was so inspired that he went and he came up with the idea for Sgt. Pepper. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you very much. Says God only knows what I'd be without these live stream shows. Thanks, Kevin. Okay. Let us see what else is up here. There were so many good requests, like right out of the chute. So, Edward, who joins us from, just out of curiosity, let me see here. I did not follow that, Edward, but I wanted to honor your request early. He always gets here early, lets me know what he wants me to play, like ahead of the show. And he wanted to hear this song by Elton John today called Nikita. And it's one of my favorites to play, and I don't do it that often. So here we go. Hey Nikita, is it cold in your little corner of the world? You could roll around the globe and never find a warmer soul to know. Oh, I saw you by the wall, 10 of your tin soldiers in a row, with eyes that looked like ice on fire, a human heart a captive in the snow. Oh Nikita, you will never know anything about my home. Never know how good it feels to hold you. Nikita, I need you so. Oh, Nikita is the of any given line in time, counting 10 soldiers in their row. Oh no, Nikita, you'll never know. Do you ever dream of me? Do you ever see the letters that I write? When you look up through the wire, Nikita, do you count the stars at night? Oh, and if there comes a time the guns and gates no longer hold you in, and if you're free to make a choice, just look towards the west and find a friend. Oh, Nikita, you will never know anything about my home. I'll never know how good it feels to hold you. Nikita, I need you so. Oh, Nikita is the other side of any given line in time, counting 10 soldiers in a row. Oh no, Nikita, I need you so. Nikita, I need you so. Nikita is the other side of any given line in time, counting 10 soldiers in their row. Oh no, Nikita, you'll never know. Counting 10 soldiers in their row. Counting 10 soldiers in their row. Nikita, you'll never know. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate the request there. We had a request come in early from my friend Russell in Scotland, the first Billy Joel song of the night. This is a challenging one to play, but it is really, really fun. This came off the 1978 album 52nd Street, and it's got kind of a jazzy flavor going on, and it's called Zanzibar. Alley dances and the audience applause. Though he's bathed in sweats, hasn't lost his style. Alley, don't you go downtown. You gave away another round for free. Whoa, me, I'm just another face at Zanzibar. But the waitress always serves a secret smile. Whoa, she's waiting out in Shantytown. She's gonna pull the curtains down for me. For me, I got the old man's car. I got a jazz guitar. I got a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. Rosie knows he'll never reach the Hall of Fame, but the Yankees grab the headlines every time. Melodrama's so much fun, black and white for everyone to see. Oh, me, I'm trying just to get to second base, and I'd steal it if she only gave the sign. Whoa, she's waiting out in Shantytown. The inning isn't over yet for me. For me, I got the old man's car. I got a tab at Dodds, and I got a tab at Zanzibar. By the way, that's I have a jazz guitar and I have a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. Oops. Tell the waitress I'll come back to Zanzibar. I'll be hiding in the darkness with my beer. Whoa! Gonna go down, when she's waiting out in Shantytown. There we go. She's gonna pull the curtains down for me. For me, I got the old man's car. I got a tab guitar. I did it again. I got a jazz guitar, and I got a tab at Zanzibar. Tonight is where I'll be. I'll be. tell I haven't practiced that one since the last time you guys asked me to play it. It's all right. You know it's live. I'd never let something like that go through if I were piping it in, right? Okay, let's see what else is happening here. Ooh, we have another person from Spain. Lucia, thank you. Buenas noches. I don't know if you're a senora or a senorita, but happy to have you with us. Very happy to have you with us. And of course, Guillem is coming from Barcelona as well. God, what a cool place that is. The Dominican Republic. Wow. That's fantastic. Thank you. Okay, let's see what else we have floating around. I have some other requests that I need to honor that came in even before the show started. I have never done this one before, but it looked like it would be fun. This is for a friend of mine in Brazil who's a big fan of Bon Jovi. Everyone, get your lighters ready. We're going to have a meaningful experience together here. Tell you a story. Once upon a time, not so long ago, Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike, down on his luggage tug. So tough. Gina works the diner all day, working for a man. She brings home a pay for love. Oh, for love. We gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa. Tommy's got his six-stringing harp. Now he's holding in what he used to make it talk. Oh, so tough. Gina dreams of running away. When she cries in the night, Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. It's okay. Say we've gotta hold on to what we got. Doesn't make a difference if we make it all night. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hands, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa. hold on, ready or not. You live for the fight when it's all that you've got. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hands, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Whoa, whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hands, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. We're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hands, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, we're living on a prayer. There you go, Dave Rosado. Thanks for tuning in from Brazil all the time, man. Scotty Zuckerman, how you doing, man? It's my favorite financial planner slash pilot slash troublemaker slash cool guy from New York. Rock on. Nice. Good to see you. We may get to a little journey here in a little bit, Bill. I'm feeling adventurous tonight. Thank you, Ruth. I can tell you're kind of a rock and roll girl at heart, aren't you? Okay. Ooh, that's a really good one. I have not thought about doing that one. Dionozio, thank you. Let me see. Let me pull up some lyrics for that. I've never even tried this one, but I love this song. Let me establish what key I should be in here. Love a woman. Okay, well, we're going to try this. Really love a woman, to understand her, you gotta know her deep inside. Hear every thought, see every dream, and give her wings when she wants to fly. Then when you find yourself lying helpless in her arms, you know you really love tell her that she's the one. She needs somebody to tell her that it's gonna last forever. So tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? To really love a woman, let her hold you till you know how she needs to be touched. You really gotta breathe. Wait, you gotta breathe her. You really taste her till you can feel her in your blood. And when you see your unborn children in her eyes, you know you really love a woman. Just because now that I have a sense for it, I'm gonna jump this up a half step. There we go. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's really wanted. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's the one. She needs somebody to tell her that you'll always be together. Tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? You got to give her some faith, hold her tight, a little tenderness, gotta treat her right. She will be there for you, taking good care of you. Really love you, woman. Love you, woman. Then when you find yourself lying helpless in her arms, you know you'll really love a woman. When you love a woman, you tell her that she's really wanted. When you love a woman and tell her that she's the one. 'Cause she needs somebody to tell her that it's gonna last forever. Tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? Oh, tell me, have you ever really, really, really ever loved a woman? Well, like I said, I've never played that before, but, well, I love that song. I should learn that for real. Thanks for the request. Hey, Gary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks, Dionysio. Good night. Why, is he trolling? I haven't seen enough comments to know. Okay. Let us get back to some more requests here. A lot of good ones came in. Oh, I know the one that I saw earlier that I really want to play. Like anytime I have a chance to play this song, I'm all about it. This is my favorite song from Elton John's 1972 album, which was called Honky Chateau. And this song is called Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters. And now I know the Spanish Harlem, oh, not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Until you've seen this trash can dream come true, stand at the edge while people run you through. I thank the Lord, there's people out there like you. Thank the Lord, there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's got a lot of songs to sing, and if I knew the tune, I might join in. I go my way alone, I grow my own seed shall be sown in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. Thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. Thought I know Spanish Harlem, oh, not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why they know not if it's dark outside or light. No, not if it's dark outside or light. Let's see. Lucia says, I'm finishing high school and I learned piano on home, and thanks to my tutorials and videos, learning a lot of amazing stuff. Well, thank you, Lucia. I'm glad that they've been helpful. So the coolest thing about what I get to do here is that something that I learned how to do when I was 15, I get to make a video of it and show, and then someone who lives 8,000 miles away from me gets to learn it too because of that. I mean, this is an incredible time that we live in. I know we're having kind of a bumpy road at the moment with the virus and all that stuff, but what an incredible time to be alive. Stories like that, they absolutely make my day. Muchas gracias, señorita. Okay, what else is up here? What else is up here that I haven't thought to play in a while or have never played? Let's see. So many good things. Okay, tomorrow is today, I see in here a few times. So tomorrow is today. As it happens, this song came out in the same year as the one I just played. This one's by Billy Joel. They were at totally different times in their career. Elton broke out earlier. So by the time the song I just played came out, Elton had already had a hit song, and the album that came from had a couple of hit songs on it. And that same year, Billy Joel made an album for a company called Family Records called Cold Spring Harbor that had one song that would eventually become a hit, but not in that form. It would be 8 years later, but sort of a difficult process for him, this particular record. They mastered it at the wrong speed. They never really got to fully correct it, so he sounds a little bit like Alvin and the Chipmunks on it. But there's some really great songwriting. I mean, it's young and it's a little naive, but it's really sweet, and some great piano playing on that album. So this one's called Tomorrow is Today, and it's probably one of my 2 favorites off of that record as well. I've been living for the moment, but I just can't have my way. And I'm afraid to go to sleep, 'cause tomorrow is today. People tell me life is sweeter, but I don't hear what they say. And nothing comes to change my life, so tomorrow is today. I don't care to know the hour, it's passing anyway. And I don't have to see tomorrow, 'cause I saw it yesterday. So I listen for an answer, but the feeling seems to stay. And what's the use of always dreaming, 'cause tomorrow is today. Still I'm waiting for the morning, but it feels so far away. And you don't need the love I'm giving, 'cause tomorrow is today. Oh, river. Gonna take a ride and the Lord will deliver me. Make my bed, now I'm gonna lie in it. And if you don't come, sure I'm gonna die in it. It's too late, too much giving. I see a lot of life and I'm damn sick of living it. I hate hoping that you will pass my way. And someday if your dreams are leaving you, I'll still believe in you. Ooh. To know the hour, 'cause it's passing anyway. And I don't have to see tomorrow, 'cause I saw it yesterday. Though I'm living and I'm singing, and although my hands still play, soon enough it will all be over. Tomorrow is today. Right, thank you for the request. Okay, so it's been suggested, and probably a good suggestion, that since the SpaceX capsule made its way back, that perhaps this would be an appropriate song. She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hours, 9 a.m. I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. It's such a timeless ride. I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. I know, no, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man they think I am at home. I know, no, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. A rocket man, yeah. Oh, rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. I don't know, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man that think I am at home. I don't know, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Ooh. R-O-C-K-E-T-N-N. Gonna be a long, long time. R-O-C-K-E-T-N-N. Oh, I'm a rocket man. I'm a rocket man. I'm a rocket man. Gonna be a long, long time. All righty. Here's one I kind of wanted to play today because last week in America we said goodbye to a pretty legendary man, actually, and like the legendary things that he did are bigger than his name. A lot of people don't know him that well or don't know of him that well, but his name was John Lewis, and he was an African-American leader. He died at the age of 80 last week, pancreatic cancer, and he was a champion of nonviolent resistance and was a major, major force in getting both the Civil Rights Act passed and the Voting Rights Act passed in the mid-'60s. He, at the age of 23, spoke in front of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., the same day that Martin Luther King Jr. gave his brilliant I Have a Dream speech. And the man led a march when he was like 25 across this bridge in Alabama called the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And it was peaceful. They were just marching across, just sort of showing that that they were human beings, because they weren't being treated that way. They were being suppressed away from their right to vote. Just basically, after the American Civil War, a lot was done we freed the slaves, and then a whole lot of people did a whole lot of things to keep their lives as much like being slaves as possible. And anyway, he led this peaceful march, and he was clubbed over the head, and his skull was fractured that day, and he blacked out. And it was a pretty, but that particular day, that violence that was shown against his group that were marching was caught on news cameras. And it was a tipping point for America. When the rest of America saw what was going on, they got on board, and it was only a year or so after that that we got the voting rights back and the Civil Rights Act passed. So he was a great man, and this song was written in the memory of Martin Luther King Jr., but John Lewis was so very much a part of that same work that I thought I'd do it for him and dedicate it to him. This is by U2. Played it in the wrong key, guys. I'm an idiot. Thought it sounded off. Might wish I'd done it in this key. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Come and go. One man come here to justify, one man to overthrow. In the name of love, one more. In the name of love, in the name of love, one more. In the name of love. One man come on a barbed wire fence, one man he resists, one man washed on an empty beach, one man betrayed with a kiss. In the name of love, one more. In the name of love, in the name of love, one more. In the name of love. Early morning, April 4, shot rings out in the Memphis sky. Free at last, they took your life, they could not take your pride. In the name of love, one more. In the name of love, in the name of love, one more. In the name of love, in the name of love, one more. In the name of love, in the name Thank you for the privilege of sharing that one with you. Let's see. Gilliam says, tell me about my cinema tastes, favorite directors, and what about everybody else? Well, you know, I like basically three kinds of things. I like exciting movies, funny movies, inspiring movies. I don't like really sad movies unless there's, you know, sadness is included sometimes in a comedy or it's included in something really inspiring, but I'm not into movies that are really dark and downers, and I'm not into horror movies. Sci-fi and adventure and action can be great as long as, you know, I don't like really dark ones. I like it where the good guys win. Love the Marvel universe, love the Harry Potter universe, love the Star Wars universe, love the Star Trek universe. I'm a huge fan of Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, and as far as directors go. George Lucas, I appreciate his creative, he's not my favorite director, but he's certainly a great storyteller. But Spielberg and Ron Howard really knock me out all the time. Tom Hanks, if he's in something, I'm going to watch it. I don't care what it's about. And I love sports dramas, and usually I really enjoy biopics, things that are about things that actually happen. So there you go. That's some of my favorite stuff. Okay, so oh, thank you, Freddie. Now, John Lewis has been a hero of mine for many, many years. The more I learned about him, the more inspired I became. Okay. I saw earlier, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I've been meaning to do that one. Let me get some words for that. This one, I'm going to have to wing it a little bit. I am reasonably familiar with how this goes. Okay, so this one could be a little bit rough and patchy, but this is such a beautiful song, I'm going to give it a try anyway. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. If you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind. Thank you for the request. Okay, let's see here. You know, I don't know that one off the top of my head, Dylan, but that's a good song. I should learn it. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Okay, so what else do we have happening up here? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do this one. This is not a request that I've had in any of my live streamers so far, but this was a pretty good size hit. And it's going to lead me into something else that I wanted to do, so it's a good idea. Let me pull the lyrics up here. So this song, this is an Elton John song, and it came in sort of a weird period. He has worked pretty consistently with Bernie Taupin as a lyricist now since like 1969 or 68 or something along those lines. And after all the success they had in the 70s, at some point they decided they just needed to take a little break, work with other people. And but they always planned on working together again. But they took a couple of years off from writing together. And in that time, Elton worked with some folks, one of them which was named, I believe, Gary Osborne, and they wrote this together. And it's a cool song, and it hit #2 on the charts. Now, this is where it gets fun. A person that I've gotten to know named Bill Champlin, who then went on to great fame in Chicago, and I'm going to play one of their songs that he sang at the time when this came out, was trying to launch a solo career, which never really got off the ground, but he wasn't in the group yet, and he was doing session work. And so Bill Champlin, who has done session work for me, and I'm going to play that song too in a little bit. Bill Champlin sang on Little Jeanie. He did the vocal harmonies on this one along with Nigel and Dee Murray. So they brought the old Elton John band back together for this. So it's kind of a special song for me because I know Bill was on it. And so it makes me feel like I'm just 1 degree of separation away from Elton. So let's see. Let me find my key here. Oh, little Jeanie, you know. Just checking to see where my high notes are going to be. Oh, little Jeanie, and you got so much time. Okay. We're going to do it here. Whoa, little Jeanie, you got so much love. Little Jeanie, and you take it where it strikes, and you give it to the likes of me. Oh, 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 little Jeanie, you got so much love. Little Jeanie, so I see you when I can. You make me all a man can be, and I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover. Oh, there were others who would treat you cruel. And oh, Jeanie, you were always someone's fool. Oh, little Jeanie, you got so much time. Little Jeanie, though you've grown beyond your years, you still retain the fears of you. Whoa, whoa, little Jeanie, but you're burning up so fast. Little Jeanie, yeah, you're burning it up so fast. You're searching for some lasting truth, and I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover. Oh, there were others who would treat you cruel, but oh, Jeanie, I will always be your fool. known quite a few. But oh, Jeanie, I'm still in love with you. Stepped into my life from a bad dream, making the life that I had seen suddenly shining new. Whoa, Jeanie, whoa, Jeanie, I'm so in love with you. Stepped into my life from a bad dream, making the life that I had seen suddenly shining new. Whoa, Jeanie, whoa, Jeanie, I'm so in love, I'm so in love with you, making the life that I had seen suddenly shining new. Oh, Jeanie, whoa, Jeanie, I'm so in love with you. Great request. Thank you, Gillum. I appreciate that. So, as I said, that featured some vocals from one of my heroes and someone I got the pleasure of having do some work for me. I've been able to visit with him a few times. I did a couple of interviews with him and have maintained sort of email contact. I wouldn't, it's not like we're friends or that he would necessarily see me on the street and go, oh, hey, it's Steve, but he's been a good mentor to me, answered a lot of great questions, and was gracious enough to do some Hammond organ work because he's a great keyboard player on top of being a phenomenal singer on one of my songs. His name's Bill Champlin, and I loved hearing stories about being on the, he did a couple of albums for Elton as a backing vocalist. Then he went on to join a group called Chicago right about the time that they exploded for their second act in the 80s. He did a duet with Peter Cetera called Hard Habit to Break, which was a huge hit, where he's a co-lead singer. And then his voice was peppered around throughout Chicago 16, Chicago 17, Chicago 18, Peter left. And then in Chicago 19 in 1988, the producer decided that he wanted to really feature Bill as a lead singer and not just as a backing vocalist and a keyboard player. He wanted to bring him to the front. And they got this song from Diane Warren, one of the best, just like Tin Pan Alley style writers that's ever lived, probably the most successful. It's a great song. And they had Bill sing it, and it hit #1, and it won Billboard's Song of the Year for 1988, and I think you'll probably recognize it. So the next time you hear this, think to yourself, the guy singing this was on one of Steve's records. When you called me up this morning, told me about the new love you found, I said I'm happy for you, I'm really happy for you. Found someone else, I guess I won't be coming round. I guess it's over, baby, it's really over, baby. Whoa, whoa. Having what you said, I know you've gotten over me. It'll never be the way it used to be. So if it's gotta be this way, don't worry, baby, I can take the news okay. If you see me walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. And if we meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say, look away. till when we both agreed as lovers we were better off as friends. That's how it had to be. Yeah, that's how it had to be. I tell you I'm fine, but sometimes I just pretend wish you were holding me. Wish you were holding me, yeah, yeah. I never thought I could be replaced so soon. I wasn't prepared to hear those words from you. I know I wanted to be free. Yeah, baby, this is how we wanted it to be. If you see me walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. If we meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me, I don't want you to see me this way. If you see me walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. We meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say, look away, baby, look away, yeah. Don't look at me, I don't want you to. If you see me walking by, the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me, I don't want you to see me this. When you called me up this morning, told me about the new love you found, said I'm happy for you, I'm really happy for you. Nice, thank you. Okay, so. Hey, Alex, I'm actually working on that one. I'm not as secure in the chord changes on that as I'd like to be before I perform it. But that's a good one. Keep tuning in, that's coming. And I would say the same thing is true of this one, Jack. That I'm hoping to debut that maybe on Wednesday, A Room of Our Own. I'm just not quite ready to put it in front of an audience, but that's a cool song. Looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Dionysio. Or excuse me, Dionysio. Let me say that right. Yeah, Dionisio. Yes. Sorry, sometimes my eyes get a little crossed when I'm reading, but that's very, very kind of you. All of you are my family. Thanks, Scotty Z. Hey, I haven't even said this today. If you're really enjoying yourself at the show, you can, if you feel so inclined, I do have digital tip jars in the description of both Facebook and YouTube. Not required, just always appreciated. Okay, let's see. Levon, it's my favorite of all your videos. Okay, well, ask and it is given, my friend. Levon wears his war wound like a crown, and he called this child Jesus because he likes the name, and he sends him to the finest school in town. Levon Levon likes his money, and he makes a lot, they say. Spends his days counting in a garage by the motorway. Oh yeah, he was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Avatar stick had a son today, and he shall better live on, and he shall be a good man. He shall better live on in tradition with a family plan, and he shall better live on, and he shall be a good man. He shall be Levon. Oh yes, he will. Levon wears cartoon balloons in town. His family business thrives. Jesus blows up balloons all day, sits on the porch swing watching them fly. And Jesus, he wants to go to Venus, leaving Levon far behind. Take a balloon and go sailing, while Levon slowly dies. He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day, when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Avatar stick had a son today, and he shall be Levon. He shall be a good man. He shall be Levon in tradition with a family plan. Woo! Shall be Levon. He shall be a good man. He shall be Levon. He shall be Levon. Shall be a good man. He shall be Levon in tradition with a family plan. Woo! Shall be Levon. He shall be a good man. He shall be Levon. He shall be Levon. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. He shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. Woo! He shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. And he shall be, he shall be, he shall be Levon. Yeah! he shall be Levon.
Here's a fun one that came in as a request very early in the evening by one of my regulars. And this was a #1 hit from 1980. I don't remember. I think this came out in 83. I know the album came out in 83. I don't remember whether this was a hit single in 83 or 84. Doesn't really matter. Kind of a Motown thingy. See if you remember this one. See if I can really get up and hit those high falsetto notes like I need to. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! 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 Listen, boy, I don't want to see you let a good thing slip away. You know I don't like watching anybody make the same mistakes I made. She's a real nice girl, she's always there for you. But a nice girl wouldn't tell you what you should do. Well, listen, boy, I'm sure that you think you got it all under control. You don't want somebody telling you the way to stay in someone's soul. You're a big boy now, you'll never let her go. And that's just the kind of thing she ought to know. Tell her about it, tell her everything you feel. Give her every reason to accept that you're for real. Tell her about it, tell her all your crazy dreams. Let her know you need her, let her know how much she means. Woo! Listen, boy, it's not automatically a certain guarantee. To ensure yourself, you got to provide communication constantly. When you love someone, you're always insecure. And there's only one good way to reassure. Tell her about it, tell her oh how much you care. Or when she can't be with you, tell her you wish you were there. Tell her about it every day before you leave. Pay her some attention, give her something to believe. 'Cause now and then she'll get to worrying, just because you haven't spoken for so long. Though you may not have done anything, will that be a consolation when she's gone? Listen, boys, good information from a man who's made mistakes. Just a word or two that she gets from you could be the difference that it makes. She's a trusting soul, put her trust in you. But a girl like that won't tell you what you should do. Tell her about it, tell her everything you feel. Give her every reason to accept that you're for real. Tell her about it, tell her all your crazy dreams. Let her know you need her, let her know how much she means. Tell her about it, tell her how you feel right now.
Thank you, Ruth, for the awesome request. Let's see what else is happening up in here. Okay, so oh, hey, Betty Ann, BA. I like using BA for you. You're kind of a badass lady. I like that. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Okay, so what else? I'm just looking through here. So many good requests. By the way, I know I can't ever get to all the requests, guys, and I apologize. I usually get around 400 to 500 comments per stream, which is phenomenal, by the way. Thank you very much. But it just means there's no way for me to even read them all because I spend most of my time playing and singing, so I'm not able to even read them all, let alone honor all of them. But I do try to peel through and see what people have been asking for that I haven't been playing yet, so after the fact. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone. We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty darn close to the end of the show, but we have time for a few more. Here's one. I've played it a lot of times, but I know it well and it's so much fun. Why not? Let's just go with it. Don't wish it away. Don't look at it like it's forever. Between you and me, can honestly say the things can only get better. And while I'm away, dust out the demons inside, and it won't be long before you and me run to the place in our hearts where we hide. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Just stare into space, picture my face in your hands. Live for each second without hesitation, and never forget on your man. Wait on me, girl, cry in the night if it helps. But more than ever, I simply love you more than I love life itself. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like brothers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. never. I simply love you more than I love life itself. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Time on my hands could be time spent with you, and laughing like children, living like lovers, rolling like thunder under the covers. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Laughing like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. Laughing like children, living like lovers. Guess that's why they call it the blues. I guess that's why they call it the blues. Alrighty, alrighty. All right, we're gonna close this sucker out on kind of a party note, or at least what I think is one. I've had a great time today. I hope you guys have too. Thank you so very much. Final shameless plug here. If you're really enjoying yourself, I definitely appreciate your digital gratuity down in the description area. Just PayPal and Venmo both. Doesn't matter whether it's $1 or a couple bucks or $10 or $100. It really doesn't matter. It all adds up. Thank you very much. And any of you who are aspiring piano players, there's a link down there. You might want to check out my free webinar. Learn my method, the Piano Man Approach. So check that out if you're interested as well. But thank you for a lovely, lovely afternoon. I can't remember the last time I had this much fun. Oh, wait, yes, I can. It was Wednesday. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Bevan on the band to play. They were going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. So let me introduce to you the band over all these years, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. With Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, we hope you will enjoy the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's wonderful to be here, certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience. We'd like to take you home with us. We'd love to take you home. I don't really want to stop the show. I thought you might like to know the singer gonna sing a song. He wants you all to sing along. So let me introduce to you the one and only Billy Shears, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope you have enjoyed the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sorry, but it's time to go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We'd like to thank you once again. Sergeant Pepper's one and only Lonely Hearts Club Band is getting very near the end. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Well, that was a little over the top. Oh my goodness, thank you guys, what a great day. Hope you're all having as good a day as I am. Hope you had as much fun as I had. And all you piano players out there, remember, if you're not having fun when you're making music, you're doing it wrong. And for everybody, hand out as much love as you can to as many people as you can, as often as you can. None of us know when the last chance we're going to have to do that is, so let's make them all count, shall we? I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Wow, great day, great day.